It is Ontario Heritage Week, and a new project by Heritage Toronto is shining a spotlight on the city's first Caribbean community. Called The Living History of Little Jamaica, the interactive online experience supported by TD aims to give people a deeper understanding of the neighborhood's cultural significance through the voices of those who live there. I had a chance to learn more about it.
This is probably the most popular stop. A lot of people come here. People come here from outside of the country.
Victoria Atteh is an emerging historian behind the online experience, The Living History of Little Jamaica.
It's really about the people of Little Jamaica. It's about the families that have lived here. It's about the businesses that they've built here. And it's about tracing that history from as far back as the 1950s.
An interactive map pinpoints important sites in the neighborhood, allowing people to learn more about their history and significance. Sites like Reggae Lane, home of this mural tracing the community's reggae roots.
Some of the musicians here still live in Little Jamaica.
So does the artist who painted the mural, Adrian Hales. He's also one of 8 community members who provided oral history interviews for the project.
My father's a DJ, or was a DJ, and so my connection to the community started at an early age as we came there for records.
Oral histories are really good for immigrant communities because we have a different sort of literature. We're more of a storytelling group. Having people use their own voices to tell those stories and having that collection, it just adds a richness, it gives it life.
Deandra Montague is another resident who provided oral history for the project. She grew up in Little Jamaica, surrounded by its numerous barbershops and beauty salons, and now runs her own online beauty store.
For a very long time, this was the only area that you could come to get your hair done as a person with textured hair. So all the beauty supply stores, beauty salons, barbershops that you saw kind of became a hub. And I always see those places as community spaces for people to gather, to be able to talk, catch up on life, catch up on work.
Other stops on the map, Treasure Isle.
It's a very old record store, and they used to press 45-inch LPs in there.
And the much-beloved Randy's Patties, which closed in 2022 after more than 40 years, in large part due to the pandemic and the endless construction of the Eglinton Crosstown LRT. People lining up around the block last February for one last patty.
Losing Randy's was very tough. A lot of businesses that were here, that were integral to this community, are no longer existing. Hopefully one day I'll be able to open a brick and mortar in this neighborhood. And I think that's a hope for a lot of other entrepreneurs as young as myself or with Jamaican descent such as myself, because we know how important this area is, and to be able to bring community back in that way would mean so much to us.
I hope the online experience, what people take away from it is the opportunity to hear those stories, an appreciation for the history here, an appreciation for the heritage here. And also, I hope it gives people the courage to tell their own stories, the courage to look into their own heritage here, find out why there's a little Jamaica in Toronto, find out why there's a little Tibet in Toronto, find out why we have Greek Town and Chinatown. All those neighborhoods are part of the mosaic that Toronto is. The other part is that Little Jamaica, like I said, is a neighborhood in transition, and so part of this is that so people don't forget. Right? And so that it lives in memory, because cities change, places change. But if we keep the stories alive, if you keep the recognition of the people who have been here alive, it allows us to continue to have value for those things.